Alright, so I'm gonna record this real quick. I'll go over how I personally avoided trading this long. And I'm not trying to say, oh, you should not taking it. It's just some type of discretion that I use to uh when markets are decoupled, right? That you could use, guys. You could definitely try out, go back test. Like don't take what for one say for granted. Go back test to really see it with market data and see if it helps, right? So personally, when we're decoupled, I require the even the lagging asset to show me that it's reversing. So for example, here we hit the current low of the day, we failed to reverse off of the low of the day, and we have a bunch of hourly swings here that are marked out. So we hit this hourly swing, we reverse. Is this a true reversal away from relatively equal lows? No. Most likely than not, probably gonna fail, even though it does a CSD higher, right? We go higher, we fill a gap, we come back down. So when I see this again, we re-hit this, we're still leaving fair swings. If we don't get this 3-minute CSD here, we get the 5-minute, sure. When we don't get this 3-minute CSD, I know that it's unlikely that NQS are also gonna be able to expand, right? Because if you're gonna trust this, ideally you get like 3-minute, 5-minute, but not away from equal lows. At this point, we're gonna hit previous day's low. So yeah, like in my opinion, like the first long, I avoided trading this because we are decoupled. I don't know if Williams gonna reverse, and if it's gonna reverse, it's probably gonna be off a previous day's low. Now it's kind of weird because we're too low into the range for this even reversal to even happen. To where there's a logic to where you can short. I'll go over that as well. I personally didn't take it though because yeah, whatever. So the thing is, so I know that this is probably gonna fail because we left relatively equal lows, and once we hit this low, like if you want to trade, personally, I was looking for this potentially. Once we hit previous day's low, something back into the range, right? We could definitely get that. When I want to trade the continuation here, right? Potentially like this CSD here, which didn't work out because I mean, it never happened. I want to have like this CSD happen at the same time, right? I want to have it happen on NQ, ES, and even YM, even the weaker asset at the same time. It's not gonna happen, right? Like this is not gonna happen, right? So that's why I personally think that this failed. And there's a logic to what I'm currently saying, because like if you see here, this is fair to manipulate. Look at this 1018, right? Would you guess when do we reverse lower? 1018, right? 1018 to where you could see this as SMT. Again, it's away from fair swings, so personally, I wouldn't take this. Even on ES, right? You can see I'll mark them all out here. This is a bunch of fair swings here. 2 points, technically, this is 2-stage, sure. And we're likely to go lower to the point where this is probably the best trade to take towards these hourly fair swings here. 2R, where we were retracing here, definitely gonna hit those. So as you can see, like when we are decoupled, I always wait for this signature price to show me a CISD that happens, not necessarily at the same time. I would say it can happen within like 1 or 2 candles, but it's like synced, right? In the sense like here, right? So we take out this side, and then we CSD lower on every asset, while YM is failing to manipulate this low. You could potentially take this to break the SMT with previous day's low. I don't think that's possible, but whatever. To currently break the SMT with current day low, my bad. Like here, because we have SMT like this. And so that's also how I did not trade these CSDs higher, because YM is not reversing. First of all, you could take a decoupled move. Sure, like if you have high confidence that we're gonna go for high of the day or beyond it, you can definitely take it. But I would say in this condition, it's probably best, or what I do is probably to just wait for a CSD to be in sync, right? And I mean, yeah, that's gonna be it. That's probably why we dumped here. If I had to guess. So I figured to manipulate sync CSD. That's how I see it, right? And I did not caught that, but there is a pretty good example here on gold, where we get 1-stage SMT. This second stage didn't exist at the time. We had this 5-minute CSD, and then I short here. Actually, oh wait, I got a different fail. Sure. I went, yeah, it's like this, pretty much. All right. So did I show the 3 minute? Hopefully that's short. Yeah, I showed the 3 minute. Okay, so yeah, it's like this pretty much. Either way, like, we get the 5 minute. So, and this CSD here happens at the same time on what the fuck am I saying? RTY on silver, right? So that's why I can trust this to hold, because this house is also reversing away. This is, by the way, how I confirm SMT as well. This is how I avoid trading decoupled moves, and I think this is like very high probability. That's how I've been doing it, and yeah, really give it a thought. Try it out. I personally demand it as of like right now, as of today. Not every day, I would say, but most of the time I do demand it. And yeah, it's been helping me quite a lot. Like I'm just avoiding trades, not like so like when we're decoupled, for example, and like this, for example, would deliver this high, this would have worked, right? But when we are not decoupled, um, it's like it's probably best to wait for this. What I'm saying is it's best to wait for this like either way. You're gonna miss on moves when we're decoupled, right? So that's what I want to say. It's like you're gonna miss out on this potential move because like this is expanding lower, this is expanding higher. But I'm totally fine with that because I really see this as like lower probability. You're trading the manipulation on one of these two assets, so it's pretty hard to guess when the manipulation is gonna end, especially in bad conditions. So yeah, I mean that's gonna be it.